Assalamu alaikum. With Ramadan approaching, everyone is getting prepared. So I thought I'd share how we prepared. We did a women's workshop last year on how we prepared for Ramadan 2017. We made Ibadah binders. Bismillah, I got this. So it's broken into two portions. Spiritual Ibadah and then practical preparation in order to achieve these Ibadah goals, inshallah. So the beginning is just a few motivational hadith. And then just from those 3 hadiths, we came up with all of these ideas of forms of sadaqah other than giving zakah or giving financial means that can benefit others. So that's really nice. And then I just kind of added notes on more forms of sadaqah or charity. This Productive Ramadan or Productive Muslim website is amazing. It has so many motivational things, and then I just always add my little notes on the side to personalize it. This is a Ramadan habits goal sheet where we take 5 habits I want to take and move on through Ramadan, and then every day of Ramadan you color in a box to see if you've achieved those goals for the day. We have measuring your salat to help you figure out maybe the weaknesses, the times, and strengthen it. It gives all the instructions here. Then we have the adhkar, just remembering Allah. I made a note that I would like to add the benefits of each to remind me of why we're saying them. And then this one is really nice because a lot of times girls think that they can't really fully benefit from Ramadan when they can't pray. And so a lot of the elements in this book incorporate things that you can do even if you're not praying. So obviously this isn't about salah, but adhkar you could do anytime. Forms of sadaqah you can do anytime. And as I keep going, you'll see even more ideas. So I let my kids fill this one out. This is Dua Notes All About Me. It's broken into sections to kind of get your thought process flowing on what kind of du'ats you want to read. And this helps also for like the late nights when you're really tired. You can read it and it kind of helps you not forget anything so that you never know when a powerful du'a is needed in Ramadan. My boys wrote these. These are more du'ats that were actually, I found online, but they were so beautiful and I was reading them. I figured that this would be really nice to read again in those late nights. And again, perfect for people who aren't praying, obviously for people who are as well. These are actual du'ats I was intending on memorizing last Ramadan. So the du'at for entering a masjid, steps to take, the du'ats after, before wudu, etc. Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. These are like basic everyday du'ats that are good to know. What I encouraged the girls to do was, because remember this was a workshop, was if they didn't know the du'a, that they could cut it out, laminate it, or using clear maybe tape. What is that called? They really, duct tape, sorry. Using clear duct tape, laminating it kind of, and sticking it somewhere where they can utilize it and remember it and practice it on a daily basis until they've memorized it, to kind of take that forward after Ramadan. We had a couple different daily calendar options so that we can evaluate where our time would best be spent. Ibadah goals for Ramadan, things that would need to get done. This is neat. It's like breaking your ibadah around your salah times. So it's like maybe adding in 5 minutes of Quran time, adding in some dhikr, remembering Allah during those times and so forth. And again, this is the Productive Muslim website. These are more templates that I did on my own. This was easier for me last year because I blocked out times for Quran, blocked out times that I knew we had to do certain specific things. This really helped me the most. This was my go-to. I really like this good deeds chart. It kind of gave you inspirations to do daily simple deeds. It's great for my older boys. And myself, of course. Just some more motivational pamphlets that I can read and just reminding me how I can achieve some of my goals when finishing the Quran. This is about remembering to maintain family ties, checking when you write things. I was just doing notes to see where to add and so forth, and then calling them and remembering. This is another sister did this. It's really neat about missing fast tracker. This is for before Ramadan, and you slowly color it in as you are filling in the days. I set off a to-do list. Obviously, I've been doing my freezer meals, which I'll get to in a minute. And then also, like, there's 3 weeks left to Ramadan. These are the goals I want to achieve each week prior to Ramadan. I write out all the Eid gifts ideas that I want to buy people. Don't wait till Ramadan to go shopping. Stop now. Find sales. A lot of it is self-explanatory. Eid shopping list, what I'm going to get, where, if I bought it, and just kind of like organizational for me. I put this is because I always do freezer meals and cook all of my meals prior to Ramadan. This was again at the event. So these were a few favorite meals at the event that people really enjoyed. Every week I go shopping for the fresh stuff, for like fresh fruits for my younger kids, or condiments, or if I need some kind of element that I don't have on hand, for example, like a fresh salad, cucumbers, tomatoes, those type of things, I write that here. Or if I run out of something, and I try to go only shopping once a week, if not every 2 weeks, if possible, in Ramadan. I write all my suhoor menu here. All of my dinner iftar menu is here. And all of my dinners for Ramadan, again, are pre-frozen. I use fresh ingredients from the farmer's market, organic meat, grass-fed if possible, etc. I do it in bulk. I freeze it, and then I just reheat it the day of. This is a nice sample menu. Again, grocery list swaps to eating healthier during Ramadan instead of loading up on carbs and fillers. It's just kind of healthy swaps. This was very beneficial. Because you want to be energized and have a very good focus and mindset, because a lot of us still work, have families, have lives, have obligations, and this is really helpful for these really the long nights and long days. More food options. I have an entire binder as well with my menu options. Also, if you want to try and get in some Ramadan workout, here's some healthy tips and techniques. This is a short Ramadan workout plan. Again, about being productive during your iftars, because even though we are encouraged to have iftars, we should always try and make them beneficial in Ramadan. Not everyone stuffs themselves and veggies out on the couch. This is a few years ago I did these. We do community events, so this was in everyone's pamphlet to write down all the community resources so that they can utilize all these amazing things during Ramadan and support the Islamic community. This is my color-coded activity sheet for my kids, keeping them productive every single day, because we have a no television policy, no TV, and we don't do, we're kind of tired, so we want to make sure that what we do is positive and, just keeping us on track, remembering Allah in all moments. This is my notes added one, kind of adjusting, adding things in, so I could do that. We have a general daily routine ideas. I put in notes, links. If you do YouTube, screen time, I make a YouTube channel for kids where it has really cool, simple videos about like names of Allah or, movies about the Prophet ﷺ. There's some really cute things if you're going to go that route. Trying to see what else I do. These are just like simple everyday things, because it might seem silly, but it helps to kind of refocus and reference throughout the days. And also it's motivational when you read it and be like, oh, let's do that. And kind of keep on track. I think that is it. Oh no, this is it. the last 10 tips for the last day, and being productive as a family. The rest is my notes for the community events, so I'm going to close that because that's private. I hope that's beneficial. This is another binder where I have all the recipes, breakfast, soups, everything, where I can reference my healthy meals as I'm preparing. I hope you guys got some kind of tips. I know this was kind of overwhelming and a lot of information at one time, but enjoy.